Crazy is they're supposed to be here next week. I can see some fish congregating right here, which I don't really. What's going on, guys? This is Dalton with Birch Rent Acres. Welcome to the channel. Today is an exciting video. We're stocking the pond finally. This is going to be the first batch of fish. They should be here pretty shortly, I would say. FedEx overnights them, and so once they're here, we are going to bring them to the pond. And we were kind of advised not to do the standard acclimation where you just leave them kind of in shallow water, because it is North Florida and it gets extremely hot, and so you don't want to increase the temp of that really fast. So I was advised to take the bag and kind of dump them like 3 to 4 feet of water where it's a little bit cooler. That way they're not stuck on the shoreline, because it can be really warm. So Nuwala Fishing Company is who I went with. This is not a sponsored video by them. They have been awesome to work with though. So this video is going to be the fathead minnow release, and we're going to kind of section this into multiple videos on each fish. So the next one will be the grass carp. That'll probably be, they'll be here Tuesday, and so that'll be the next upload you guys see. And then we will be releasing the copper-nosed bluegill, which get delivered the following day. So we're going to group it into 3 videos, this one being the fathead minnows. Let's go. Hopefully they are here soon. All right, guys, so before we get any further, I wanted to ask you guys a question regarding ponds. First thing is, did you guys ever have a pond growing up? Do you remember fishing in it? Or do you currently have a pond? I'd love to hear you guys down in the comments. Let me know. I know a lot of people have great memories fishing in ponds as kids. I did it. We never owned one, but we would go to ponds in our neighborhood and fish sometimes. It wasn't all the time, but I do remember those days of fishing in the ponds with bread and hot dogs. So leave a comment down below. I'd love to hear you guys' experience in growing up or even currently. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump in the video. I think you guys are really gonna like this series of stocking the ponds. It's exciting. It's a pond that's never had fish in it. So I'm excited. Let's go. What's crazy is they're supposed to be here next week, and I talked to the owner, but I got a notification from FedEx saying they are out for delivery. So I made sure I was here just in case. They just got delivered like 5 minutes ago, so we are good to go. And like he said you can leave them on the shoreline and let them acclimate that way, but he said for me, because I'm in Florida, he said it's best to just, this is nice packaging actually. They're all alive and they're looking good. He said for me to basically open this thing up out there and let them go kind of towards the middle. That way they got a lot more. Here they are. Wow, that's great packaging, really. Cut a big slit and drop them. All right, I'm gonna go do that. Let's go. Ooh, it's actually pretty chilly. This water's nice. They're probably good to go right here, honestly. All right, guys, I'm just gonna open it up a good bit like that, and I'm gonna drop them in right here. Double check, make sure they're all out of there. I'm gonna try to maybe, not that it matters right now, because it's really, I mean, it's shallow here, and usually it's really warm, but I will say, since I put that aerator in, I don't know if it's because it just rained or whatever, or we had the well running in here. It's probably a little bit of both. I will say, since I put that aerator in here, this water has been a little cooler, which is nice, because I don't want this thing to be 100 degrees and then fish are gonna struggle. So I think that aerator is pushing that cold water up in the bubbles, and it's actually helping this pond kind of regulate temperature better. I'm sure it's obviously a good bit colder at the bottom of the pond, but it looks nice. I'm gonna try to, I don't want these fish to stay up in shallow really, so I'm gonna try to, I put them out there, which is about 2-3 feet where I dumped them. It kind of drops off there, maybe 4 feet. They seemed really healthy. Every single one of them that I looked at was alive, so we're good. I'm pretty excited about that. There's some kind of cruising up here in the really shallows. I mean, I guess I can't really blame them. They're just trying to figure things out. It's a whole new area for them. But yeah, these are fathead minnows. I ordered about 2 pounds of them just to start out with, and I think I'm probably gonna end up adding more, but we have 150 bluegill, the copper-nosed bluegill coming, and then I have 4 grass carp coming as well. Now, I will say, everything's starting to look way better right now. Like the algae looks way better on, as far as like the surface goes. It looks way better in here. I did kind of scrape a lot of it, as you guys seen in the previous videos, but that grass carp, the grass carp should really help keep the vegetation down and really help this pond. I will say it's definitely cleared up. The pond does look a lot clearer right now. This fish right here is doing jumping jacks out of the water, so hopefully, I don't know if he's doing that well. The other ones seem to be doing just fine. I will say that this water temperature is really good. Like it'd actually be refreshing to go in right here. All right guys, so that went really, really smooth. First time ever stocking a pond or releasing fish into a pond, and they seem to be really healthy. They seem to be swimming just fine. Obviously time will tell. This pond is a pretty healthy pond, I would say. It's not gross. It's not like it's a stagnant pond. That aerator has been really helpful for the color of the pond, the clarity of the pond, and obviously the algae is way down. I don't know if you guys remember the previous videos, but there was a lot more algae on this, and I haven't like went out there and scraped any more, and I haven't pulled any out physically. So this is just the work of the aerator, and I think the pond dye kind of killing it off, and then obviously that increase in oxygen. And like I said, I think that aerator has brought the temp down in this pond a decent bit, because it's, I don't know, it's probably, I don't really know the exact difference in temp, but it does seem a good bit cooler it does seem a good bit cooler from when I was in here last, when I was putting the aerator in. So actually really significantly cooler. So that's nice. I don't know if it's from that, maybe it's from the rain. I don't know, it's not a huge pond, so I'm sure just a little bit of weather change can drastically change the temp in here. It's about a third of an acre, this pond. And so not tiny, but not a huge pond. So I'm pretty happy. A lot of the fish, I can see a couple of them congregating. I can see some fish congregating right here, which I don't really like that. I don't want them to die. They seem to be fine. Let's see if I can get them to kind of, I don't want to scare them and like stress them out, but I would like for them to be in, it's not, it's not warm water right here. It's not freezing by any means, but it's not like a 95-degree water or anything like that. It's actually quite nice. I would say it's like in the maybe low 80s. I don't know. It seems, this is like really nice, like swimming water temp, I would say right now. And I bet it's really cool out there in the deep. So yeah, I'm excited guys. This pond is, I've always wanted to have a pond, and now that we have one, this is so exciting. There's so much to look forward to on this property and with this channel. Now, if you guys have any tips or tricks or whatever to maintaining ponds, I am open. I'm not gonna act like I'm one of those guys that know everything. I'm learning. So now, we've only owned this property a little over a month now. And so we're still learning. You know, I'm 33 years old. I didn't grow up on a farm. I didn't grow up on a big homestead. And so this is fairly new to me. I grasp things relatively fast, but I'm open to learning. I want to learn all about this stuff. I want to make sure I'm doing things correctly. I don't want the fish to struggle or suffer because of my lack of knowledge. So if you guys have any tips or tricks, please put them down below. I'd really appreciate it. If you guys have a pond, what's some of your best tips you can give me? Like I said, I'd really appreciate it. And if you have any just comments, leave them down below. Yeah, I really appreciate you guys watching the videos. I really do. For a new channel to almost be, over 1,000 subscribers is crazy. We're up like 14 or 15,000 views already. And so you guys have been amazing. So yeah, that's gonna do it for this video, guys. Obviously, I'm gonna keep you guys in the loop on how these fish are doing, and then be on the lookout for the next video when we put in the grass carp. I'm really excited about those because they are gonna really keep this pond looking really nice. And you had to get a special permit for them in Florida. So I was kind of waiting on the permit. Now that we got the permit, I ordered them. And so, like I said, they will be here Tuesday, and then the bluegill will be here Wednesday. And so things are really moving along. So yeah, that's gonna do it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoy this kind of content, like homesteading, or if you like log cabins, property maintenance, just homesteading in general, you are in the right place. I plan on posting at least, I'm hoping 2 or 3 times a week, depending on how much content I have, which on 10 acres, you can probably pretty much have unlimited content if you want. And so, but yeah, that's gonna do it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like. If you are on the fence about subscribing, what are you waiting on, right? No, just kidding. At least consider it. I'd really appreciate it. If you are on the fence about subscribing, please let me know down below what's stopping you. I want to listen to all my subscribers, what kind of content you guys want to see. I'm all for whatever you guys want to see. So yeah, that's gonna do it, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.